attack seems to be over. Everyone okay?
I think I saw my uncle out there. He left a few
Godlike.
Chico? When did you get so tall? I almost didn't recognize you.
Kai, you're here too? Now I know Thirdborn is in good hands. We've got to do something about the Dream Scourge. It's worse every day. One of our neighbors wasn't himself, and we can't afford to lose anyone. We need people who will fight back. People like Kai, and my uncle Capo.
Me? You don't know what you're saying. Believe me. But Capo, he's the real deal. That old salt's a monster slayer.
That Leviathan hanging over the market? That was his work. Exactly! Uncle Capo's the greatest warrior Thirdborn's ever seen. But, well, Thirdborn hasn't seen the Capo I know in a long time. I've tried everything to convince him to get out of the house. He may be old now, but we can still use his experience. If Thirdborn could see him up on those walls, they'd all follow him. I hate to impose, but would you pay him a visit? He lives on the northeast side of town. He's tired of hearing from me. Maybe one hero to another, you know?
If you need skates, we got things for you to kill. Hello. We just keep the peace in and around town.
You used to break up tavern brawls and heated quarrels. Now you're, what, supervising everyone who's guarding the walls?
We're just a bit overwhelmed right now. Apparently, some here think I'm not doing enough. I'd like to see them try. Okay, well, don't do it again. Let me know when you've taken... I've heard of throwing rocks at people. It'll be good to have just... Enjoy skeleton hunting, friend. Put him out of his misery, will you?
You there, the one with the fate. Hello, friend. Has anyone mentioned you look especially fungal today? Really, it's radiant. I've got a bit of a personal matter, and I'd appreciate some help. A kind and helpful soul comes to my aid. Long story short, my friend, I ordered some goods, something I'd rather stay private. Embarrassing, you know. So, I'm quite desperate for a friendly and discreet courier. Perfect! I knew I was talking to the right person for the job. My supplier has sequestered himself somewhere with my package. To find him, I'd have to follow the path. They communicate through graffiti, if you can believe it. I've not been able to find any of it, though. Maybe you'll have better luck. What? No! That's crazy! You're so crazy. We certainly don't need to tell Hajime about our crazy ideas either. Ah, good. Thank you. Well, looks like... Don't forget your friend Daiko and his... Welcome.
If you're going out to the Highlands, watch your back.
My dear envoy, just the sight of you recalls... No. I envy you to have met him. I fear he never made it down to the port. Not while I was there.
He's practically an Adiran citizen.
How I miss the sight of your strapping tall grass pikemen on parade. I'm afraid I don't make it down the coast much anymore. Not since the loss of my men. My maundering. Forgive me, envoy. This land takes its toll on my mind and spirit both. I am Nagunu, beleaguered captain of an incorrigibly roustabout crew. Dear Taue Ko,
Maybe the...
I am drunk on memory only. I only wish I could invite my crew to my Is that so? You see, I'd thought, I'd hoped. Would you venture out beyond the walls to look for them? I knew the moment I saw you, you were a paragon of your people. If anyone could convince Taue, Koa, and Runga to share one last drink with me, it's you. Just to the northeast, living by an oasis in the Sand Sea. No fence, no walls, no roof, exposed to the world. But that's our Taue. Nothing ever troubled him that the stars couldn't fix. Deathly serious, Koa was, about every little thing. Fled to the shark's teeth with a few others when the plague came. He always had a fragile soul. She's a scholar of munitions, happier in the hold with gunpowder than out beneath the sky. I expect she's still holed up in the mine outside of town, polishing her arms. Of course, you have been more than generous with your time as it is. Oathbinder guide you in the Emperor's work, Envoy, and in all your labors to come.
Oh, maybe I should hire a bard. Better than off-key shanties all day. Welcome to the Dead Swordfish. What can I do for you? Are you kidding? After what you did at the gates? Anybody who's anybody comes through my tavern. Just a matter of when. Now, did you want something, or are you just here to see me?
The bone gloves. +3 might and +5% power attack damage. Only 4,000 as well. Maybe lost it for now.
Another day, another drunkard.
Are they? Did you? Are they dead? It had to be done.
The grief you're feeling now, it doesn't go away, but you learn to live with it. Eventually, you befriend it. Trust me.
Let's go, Namiho. We need to be with them now.
If Shatterscarp is like this now, well, we should get going too.
You're telling me they nearly destroyed Oh, gods. And Adiran, what is it this time?
Don't worry, darling. The official Adiran envoy is here at my request.
What I want to know is why he's in the company of one of our own.
I meant to stop by, but I guess time got away from me.
I'll deal with you later. We have unfinished business. But your friend has some explaining to do. Why have you come to Thirdborn? After what your people did in Emerald Stair, I can't imagine you carry an edict of friendship with you. Yeah, I'm sure that's what Ludwig said to the Animancers as she tried to scorch their homes.
I know you're upset, Timothy, but don't take it out on us. I'm furious too, darling. That monster stole my research, and who knows what she plans for it. But you know that if this Adiran was untrustworthy, I'd kill him myself.
I apologize, Envoy. Eagle's Reach is a slaughterhouse. Dreamthralls siege our gates day and night. People are hungry, and I have not slept in days. So my temper is a powder keg, I'm afraid. I am trying not to explode. This isn't a courtesy visit, is it? I assume you're here delivering a message on behalf of Adir.
Yeah, give it a letter.
To Head Sharpshooter, First Class of Shatterscarp, Tamerti Kaiwa III. Ludwig wants the ruins of Naku Kubel, or will suffer the Steel Garot's wrath. Another shit atop the pile, then. Not that I can do a damn thing about it.
You're not going to give in, are you? Those ruins are a marvel. They're irreplaceable.
I know, Yatsley. If we give them an inch, the Adirans won't stop until they have everything. But even if I wanted to hand over the ruins, they aren't in my power to surrender. Trust me, I am very aware of all those things. You might even say I've been fighting for those things. But there's one little problem. The Archmage Ringrim has warped the very reality of Shatterscarp. Let's just say there's a magical barrier around the ruins now. No one's getting in or out without Ringgrim's say-so.
Ringgrim? As in from the Circle of Archmagi? She's here?
The very one. I feared you'd be excited. Her presence isn't a good thing, Yatsley. She flew into the Shark's Teeth a few weeks ago, and now that area is an impenetrable wasteland of ice. I heard there's an Adiran who had his mind utterly broken by her. He's still lost out there as far as I know.
Sounds like Ringgrim might block Luwin from the ruins. Buy some time.
The Queen of Terror. She's a perfect match for a Death Guard. But why Naku Kubel specifically? The ruins have stood for centuries, and there are plenty of other places to look at dream thralls. The Circle of Archmagi don't get involved unless there's something they can gain. They're not really known for their altruism. Look at the Siege of Craghold. And that was just so that Lengrath could try and show up Consulhot.
The truth is, I'm up to my neck in catastrophes. Between the horde of dream thralls pounding on our gates and trying to keep peace with Adir, I've had to station guards on our borders to control who goes in and out, just to keep everyone safe. I never thought I'd say this, but the Archmage is the least of my concerns. So, Ludwig wants the ruins, but even if I wanted to give them over, Ringgrim controls them. And good luck getting an audience with an Archmage.
I bet I can track it.
Or she'll kill you for her own amusement. Either way, it won't be boring.
Look on the bright side. If we survive this, it'll make a great story.
When an Archmage like Ringgrim decides they don't want to be disturbed, they make sure of it. There are rumors she uses the bones of the ancient dead to guard her domain.
Waste not one, Dad.
It's definitely practical, I'll give her that. Although, I wonder if it's because she likes giving trespassers nightmares. I wouldn't blame you if you choose to run away. But, if you want to find Ringgrim, head east of here, go past the Pargrunen ruins, and when you see the ice, you're there. And Yatsley, be careful. If Quilichi lost you, he'd never forgive me.
Oh, don't worry about me, Tamerti. If my spells fizzle, I can always give a good lashing with my tongue.
That's what I'm afraid of. Good luck.
I'll keep Yatsley safe.
Good. It might convince her to keep you safe, too. One last thing. Once you had a moment to settle in with Yahtzee, come back and speak with me. I need your help with something.
How exciting. We're off to see an archmage. To gain access to an ancient godless ruin. You do spoil me. I've just the fragrance for such an occasion. I want to make sure I smell my best when she kills us. Meet me by the tavern when you're ready to head out. Make sure all your gear is up to snuff. We are meeting an archmage, after all.
Now I'm feeling underdressed.
Thank you for returning. I wish I could say I didn't actually need your help, but I do. Some young idiot Thirdborners decided they'd form their own militia to protect the region because of course they would. And now, predictably, they're missing. Probably got murdered for their arrogance. I hope not, though. We need every able soldier. Idiots decided they'd train themselves by taking on the Zarops out in the Deadfall Highlands. They haven't come back. Figure out what happened, report back, and I'll scrounge up some change for you.
Ooh. More side missions. Ooh, real. Guru's vial of poison. That'll interrupt his little plan. Hey.
Ah, isn't this a surprise?
What we got here? Cool. Find the missing Thirdborners. We'll do that. Shots. The Deadfall Highlands, why not? Leave off for mine. Find the graffiti within thingy. I should spy by the sea. Okay. Leg bear. Still not quite ready, especially those two. Okay. Okay.
Giada, come say hello.
Minowa, thank goodness I found you. I must share this. Stay with me.
Subtle. Next time they ought to go for X marks the spot.
Northwest out of town, pass the dry lake bed, follow the arrows, and find us under the X supply. Okay. Done now. Hey.
Yoo-hoo! Over.
Yoo-hoo! Hi, Yahtzee.
Ah, there you are.
Car.
It's rather
Thank you for the
rude
red
of
map.
you to keep a lady waiting. I'll forgive you, though. It gave me a chance to dip into my notes about the Circle of Archmagi. One does not simply waltz into an Archmage's domain unprepared. Tell me, dearie, how much do you know about Ringrim?
Well, finished work for the day, mate. So, yeah, better.
Well, with her skill in spellcraft, she certainly could do so if she wanted to. The Circle of Archmagi are the most powerful magical beings in Aora.
That was the stream.
Whatever the reason,
Cool.
the fact that
Seemed
she's
okay.
here at all is
I
significant.
was lurking.
Andra's titties. The Circle sent the Archmage of Terror. Oh, she's just brilliant.
Good stuff. Do you believe the dream scourge bought the Archmage?
Well, Nakukubel is the largest of the godless ruins. It's still got its share of secrets. There must be
Does look
something in
interesting,
there
Gil.
of interest
Must
to
admit.
Ringrim. Probably something
What's the variety, I
powerful.
suppose? And now's our chance to find out.
I knew I liked you, darling. I'll be with you every step of the way. Those Steel Garrote bastards stole
I'm
all my
enjoying this, to be
research
honest,
about
no.
the godless.
Really
They'll get to the
engaging.
garden first over their dead bodies. I can show you the way to Ringrim's domain, but we should travel lean.
And of course, it's
The
free
less
on
of us
Game
there
Pass,
are,
which
the
is
less likely she'll
added
take
benefit.
notice. You'll need me to get you in the door, so who's staying behind?
Jada. Head back to
Naturally.
camp.
Just don't do anything I wouldn't do. Really, though. That would be dangerous. We'll catch up later, Yatsley. Take care of the envoy for me.
Perfect. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Yay, exactly. Well, I guess it should have points to spend. Indeed she does. 4 points, so... bioaccumulation will be nice. Have a missile battery, why not? Yeah, slow people down, always handy. So last one, explosive blast. Yes, why not? Achievement? Yay. Alright mate, enjoy your food. Catch you later. That's what
You
got?
hungry? It's getting hot.
Nothing.
Don't forget your friend Daiko and his complete legal package that you said you'd pick up.
Don't tell me you're outwitted. We need to make bandages.
Ooh. Kempe.
Oh, it's you.
Kentucky.
I'm not sure what you did out in the mines, but the prices are what they are now. Thought you'd want to know.
Your star metal.
I'll be damned. Never thought I'd see star metal in my lifetime. Short answer, no. Long answer, still no. But the Forge Master in Solace Keep is probably your best bet if you're looking for someone who does.
Come on, where's your sense of adventure? No one can swing a
Right.
hammer like you.
Talking going on.
If
Let's
you knew how
give
rare
you the
this stuff
old
is,
chatty
you
yaddy.
wouldn't ask me to risk it.
There we go. Let's see what we got for sale. Lots of purple stuff, some corrupted Adra, nice. It smells meteoric apparatus. Fair play. 100% critical hit chance. Awaken Adra, or Nandi. Lockpicks. Or Nandi. Ooh, one petrified wood branch and I can upgrade that. Be nice. Nice. What you got? You got petrified wood. Take one of them. Thank you very much. Okay. What shall we do first? Oh, I'll do that one, I think, actually. Missing militia, maybe death by 4 islands. I think. Zoom. We got the Dead Fort Highlands. We've got the Dead Fort Highlands. Orica. Whatever. Okay, talk to people now.
For the camp of an official Adira envoy, I was expecting a little more. A proper bed, at least. But I suppose this will do for now. As long as you have a bath, of course.
That's not work best.
Just as things could be worse, they could also be a lot better, envoy. But, as riveting as it is to complain about our accommodations, I imagine you have another topic in mind?
What jar you had me fetch earlier? You as much.
I'm the only buyer you'll find here, and I already have the jar. A lesson for next time, darling. It's always worth some haggling. Unfortunately, it's been quite some time since I've met another who focused on the godless as I do. And I imagine I'd be more knowledgeable on the subject than anyone else you could find.
Then have you got your burn?
I've yet to be burned in a single flame trap, and I don't intend to start anytime soon. Fair guess, though. When I got my first grimoire as a child, I was trying out some of the fancy new spells I'd been given. I was attempting a simple illusion spell, but I must have slurred my words. The next thing I know, everything was on fire. I mean, my arm wasn't the only casualty. What is childhood but for silly things? When else can you get away with arson? My father was able to pull me from the flames as my mother doused them. I burned myself badly enough to give myself some vivid dreams, but the house still stood at the end. Of course. Now I only burn those that deserve it, like mosquitoes and university administrators. The only lasting damage was my burn mark and the dreams. Nightmares are still dreams, envoy. Just not ones you'd recommend to others. They're not nearly as enjoyable as my more provocative dreams.
Personally?
Well, just be sure to have a quick release knot if you ever make that fantasy reality. Someone should learn from my mistakes. I certainly have no intention to.
I've been a lot of places I never wanted to go, but that was among the worst.
As delightful as you are, we've much to do and less time to do it in. Shall we go?
Okay.
Yaxley.
Yeah, finished on
all of this is behind us.
You got to say about
Thirdborn. If it weren't for the Leviathan skeleton in the middle of town, I'd hardly recognize the place. Well, that's what I'm trying to nail down. You ever come back to a place and feel like the buildings are smaller and the colors are duller?
That's why I never stay in one place too long.
Something to be said for that. Thirdborn was always this rugged oasis. Dangerous and out of the way, but bursting with vitality. It was a harbor for larger-than-life types.
Advert
People
come
like
up, people.
Capo, the
Apologies.
Leviathan Slayer, Tama. Glory seekers, trophy hunters, warriors trying to leave their battles behind. People who built around their stories and their scars.
I saw more scars than glory back there.
Me too. Being back. It felt like we were watching Thirdborn die a slow death.
This man's probably changed over the years, but so have you.
Yeah. But I thought age was supposed to bring wisdom. Something to balance out the back pains and creaky knees. I think what's eating at me is that Thirdborn seems rudderless. The Dream Scourge is one threat. Conflict with Adir is another. The Living Lands is changing, and Thirdborn feels like a barnacle on a moving ship. Temeriti's leading them as best she can, but towards what? What are we doing out here besides surviving?
Thirdborn will change and adapt with the rest of the Living Lands.
Or it'll go the way of the godless and their ruins. Not sure which idea makes me more uneasy. What about you? You were sent by your emperor to investigate the Dream Scourge. Since then, you've died, met a secret god, and gotten swept up in tensions between your empire and our scattered settlement. Between releasing Egwolf and thwarting the Steel Garrote and Emerald Stair, you've opposed your empire's interests. Do you know what you're sailing towards, or are you drifting with the tides? That kind of clarity is rare. Thanks for talking. I hope Thirdborn is able to find its way somehow.
So, tell me about Tama's badge.
A marker of his service to Thirdborn's defense. And something that helps his comrades identify his remains, if needed.
You always hope it won't come to that.
You hope it won't, but you know it might. It's an old Rautian naval tradition that Thirdborn's kept alive. And another debt I owe him.
Sorry about that. Phone call. That's all. Good night, Kai.
Shake the sand out of your bedroll before you settle in.
Jata? Oh, actually. There we go. Right, yeah.
The Dream Scourge is getting worse. First our land, then our animals. Now our people. If we don't put a stop to it, we're looking at the end of the living lands.
We'll stop it somehow, hopefully.
I keep trying. And the world keeps punishing me for it. As if the Dream Scourge wasn't enough of a problem, the Adherents are profiting off our misfortune. They haven't come to help us. They're here to exploit our weakness.
At least that was common knowledge.
They can no longer hide in the shadow of benevolence. It's too bad. We're fighting for our lives, our souls, and our freedom. I don't know if we can win all three.
We can. It won't be easy, but we will
You
miss
really
it.
think so? My apologies for acting cynical, but it feels as if nature, politics, and even the very gods are working against us. I don't appreciate being backed into a corner, but here I am.
Must be nice having Yahtzee around, though.
Despite everything that's happened, I'm so grateful to be working with Yahtzee. In many ways, Quilichi has been like a second father to me. But Yahtzee, she's like my dirty aunt who's up to no good.
We all need a few bad
Oh,
influences.
she's an expert in that field. While I have your attention, I've been thinking. Why is Inquisitor Ludwig suddenly interested in godless ruins?
If she knows
She's
more
a
than she
smart
lets on.
I'll give her that. We should be ready for anything. Something tells me Ludwig isn't finished with us yet.
That's enough for now.
Not before I've done some reading.
Arius?
Listening to Yachtsley's thoughts about godless ruins is one thing. Bringing her along for the rest of the trip is something else.
You don't trust her?
Well, don't you think it's a little convenient? You need to go somewhere no one ever goes, and here she is to show you the way? If she's read anything about the garden, it was written centuries ago. Obviously, things have changed since then.
You really do seem bothered about this.
Pedraku. It's my job to guide you as safely as possible. What you're doing isn't safe. I'll go along with whatever you decide. Just don't be disappointed when she doesn't show you what you wanted to see. Anyway.
That's enough for now.
If I must.
Oh, you still need more token, do you, Mario?
I suppose if you're on a wild goose chase, there are worse places to do it.
Look on the bright side for
I
once.
thought I'd give it a try, see how it feels. Yachtsley's got you going in all sorts of abandoned ruins. Who knows what's down there? More questions, most likely. And spiders.
What's going on with you?
Nothing, I'm fine. Forget I said anything. I just want to make sure we've covered all the options before we dive headfirst into another deadly ruin. I'm sure we'll be fine. I just hope this is all worth it. Anyway. You too.
Okay. Upgrade. Long touch. Upgrade. Yes, please. Let's break that down. Upgrade. I'll make anything. Done.
You're telling me the art... Mage console heart is just a floating skull?
Oh, he does find himself between pods.
Okay, let's go and find these kids. Yep, that'll be fine.
Seeds of change, their petals sprout across the barren land. They sing to the unwanted ones, and the unwanted ones sprout in turn. The soil remembers what it once was. It will soon be whole, safe.
What are you talking
The
about?
soil does not want these cities. It yearns for silence, for the kestrel song. But first, the sprouted ones will grow. They will bring the stillness and the bird song.
How would you want Thirdborn gone?
The dam falls. The river returns to its source. It is how the land was and should always be. We want all of them gone. We wish for life to flourish again.
People are doing in Shatterscarp. They're trying to make a life.
Efforts paid in blood. They lie to the earth, to themselves. Death nourishes the soil. All things come from the rot.
You don't need death for things to grow.
The spider devours her mate to lay her eggs. We ponder, dream of shifting sands now. We will speak again.
Okay. Well, let's have a look where they are. Okay.
That's one for us.
so bad. What'll I tell everyone back home? Oh, praise Andra. Help at last. My squad and I rested in the cave by the water last night, and as we were sleeping, we were ambushed by those miserable Zorips. I was so surprised, and it was so dark. I just got separated from everyone else. Look, I can't face those monsters alone, but I have to know if anyone else made it out. So, can you just go in and see what happened to everyone? Please?
You already mentioned that citizen militia. I assume she meant you.
Oh, Temerity sent you. I suppose I'm happy to hear that she's worried about us.
Sure, happy to help.
Thank you. We made badges together before we came out here, and everyone should still have theirs. Find those, and you'll find the squad. Be sure to come back as soon as you learn anything.
Alright, you got badges to find down there. Let's go.
Unseen, unseen.
Isokso!
Back on my feet.
One for you!
Okay.
I'm not used to quiet. I let you have that one.
Next one's mine.
Away with you!
Just like the good old days.
I see you little fishies.
Yeah.
A can. Here. What were they thinking? Always used to boast about her family's military history. She was better with a hammer than a sword.
There it is. Now where's here?
He used to sneak sips of my Eric when he thought I wasn't looking. Who brought the poor kid here? Right behind you. Hope whatever got you was quicker than the dream scourge will had.
Looks like it's got some missing parts. Oh, I can't wait to see what it makes.
Next one's mine. Don't relax just yet.
You okay?
I've fallen.
Isokso!
together, Envoy.
You're a good friend.
Keep quiet.
We make a good squad.
You there?
At least you took care of those bastards. I'm glad I got to see some vengeance served. Don't know why you're here, stranger, but I'm grateful you are. Wait,
I have Naoki's
Naoki
outside.
sent you? Of course he did. He would be the one to make it out. Well, you can tell him we're all dead. Soon enough, it'll be true. We arrived at the cave last night, made camp, and it all went downhill from there. Just the four of us. Manu, Kiri, Naoki, and me. Training under Captain Ruiki. Trying to keep Thirdborn safe.
Yes, because there was no fighting force better to save the city than 5 untrained civilians.
Someone had to do it. The guards are stretched thin, and with all of the dream thralls, there aren't many willing to go looking for trouble. Look, after what happened in Fior, we had to make sure it didn't happen here. The Zorubs were our first official mission. Like I said,
brave.
Someone had to do it. Private Naoki was on watch, but I guess he fell asleep because the scaly bastards ambushed us. It was a massacre. Most died then. The rest ran off in all different directions, screaming. Naoki must have gotten away into chaos. The gods have a cruel sense of humor to save just him.
Wait a second, Sergeant. There we go. Right. Time's just 5 to 8. There's a bad blood between you and Naoki.
Private Naoki is a fool and a coward. Since we left Thirdborn, he's been running his mouth. We got to hear how many Zorubs he's going to kill and who he thinks is afflicted. The town's been talking about nothing but Fior and the Dream Scourge. I think it got to him.
It crawls into our mind as it crawls into theirs.
It's probably why he was the first one out, and because it was all suddenly real.
Was he right?
Even if the captain had been acting weird lately, there were 1,000 better reasons for it. No, Captain Ruiki was fine. We were all fine. No matter what Private Naoki thinks. If you don't believe me, check her journal. That should be enough to please you. If anything, it might finally convince that idiot Naoki. Here, take my badge. Take everyone's. Our families deserve to know we fought and died for them. I don't have long. Let me stay and enjoy the silence before Barath takes me.
Okay.
Quiet as the depths.
Nice shot! On your right here.
Got to the immediate spear. Okey dokey. Take some boxes to here.
I used to fish and drink with these. They weren't soldiers.
Sounds like you wanted to be.
I didn't realize how bad things had gotten here while I was away.
The dream scourge seems to have set all of Thirdborn on edge. I guess I can't blame them wanting to do something.
Hello again. Have you found anything?
I met your friend, Sergeant Housey.
Of course he did. Sergeant Asui never... That Captain Ruiki was sick? That I was paranoid? That I was a dumb baby? I heard it all often, and loudly. Wait, if you found Sergeant Asui, why is he not here with you? Wow.
Dead.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. I hope for the best, of course, but... Look, I don't know what you think you know, or what he told you, but I know what I saw. The captain had been acting weird for days. She was giving orders to people who weren't there, yelling at us over nothing. Not just the captain either. Manu was jumpier than usual. Kiri seemed compelled to echo our words back to us. Even Sergeant Asui began muttering to himself. It was more than just stress. I'm not some idiot who can't tell the difference. Everyone was sick. And it was only a matter of time before it was brought home to Thirdborn. If you saw them, you'd agree with me. I think I would know if I was sick, okay? Someone had to leave and let the others know what happened. Look, you either believe me or you don't. Just give me their badges and I'll let their families know. Thank you. I'm glad you finally seen reason. And thank you for the badges. Hopefully they'll bring some comfort to their families. Oh, and thank you for believing me. I know how tough it must have been.
Those poor, dumb bastards. No matter what really happened, I feel sorry for them all the same.
Can't help but feel he's getting off easy.
Ah, a fellow traveler. Nothing to peddle here. Sorry, got to be on my way. Wouldn't you be? Thirdborn has the Dream Scourge. Oh, terrible state of affairs. I tried to tell them my vapors would protect their minds from the change. They wouldn't listen.
For the same reason, we're not using Audra to cure headaches.
Nonsense! My grandfather sailed the high, but it's no use. Third born. The better question is why you're not running from a soul plague. And I'm far too pressed for time to ask it. Fair winds, traveler. Ingrates. Cures, tonics, and poultices for sale. It'll probably cure what ails you.
Another glorious battle.
Hey, you there! Got some interesting wares if you've got coin. Good. Looks like you're still... I've built up quite a collection over the years. I've got an eye for quality and a knack for finding it. They are. I'm sure their owners were sorry to be relieved of them. But that's the way it is in this desert. Their loss is your gain. Hmm?
used to quiet. Oh, big mistake!
Nice shot!
Show me what you got!
Next one's mine. To your left.
On the left! Back off!
Yeah.
Unless you know where the whetstone for my scalpel is, can you go away? This is a pristine specimen, and I've been looking forward to this all day. So hurry along.
Greetings and salutations, traveler. Welcome to our shop. Still a work in progress, of course. But once you stop being blurry, we can get to business. No, my vision's perfect. Just since I got bit by that giant spider, things have been blurry. It probably wasn't even venomous. The bite's not even that itchy. Oh, damn. I thought we got them all. Sorry about that. I'm sure I'll be fine. Really, it sounds like you worry too much. Really? Daiko sent you? Can I ask just what he expected? Did he think sending a messenger would make me forget what an ass he is?
I just took a job.
Oh, really? You just took a job? Daiko didn't tell you anything else? How dumb do you think I am? It's just like Daiko. Now that I've done all the legwork, he just wants to swoop in and take half of everything.
Switch you over, I think.
He's always been like this ever since we were children. Clearly, I'm the more industrious brother. Why? What part of illegal substances made you think speaking to the Tiranui was the best move? Why did you have to bring my brothers into this? No one likes a pedant. This is what I get for mixing business and family. I should have known better. I thought that since Daiko and I were twins, we'd be similar enough for us to not fight. Guess I was wrong. You do know that sarcasm is the lowest form of wit, right? You know what? It doesn't matter.
Yep.
As long as I get paid. Preferably more than Daiko. Here's the package you wanted. That'll... Whoa. Couldn't feel my head for a moment. Oh, that'll cost you, of course.
I've already paid.
Really? Huh. Where did I put your payment then? Well, the customer is always right, so... Here, hopefully this will cover it. Oh, and be careful. It's supposed to be an especially potent batch. Tell your friends, the friends not right here with you, I mean. Actually, before you go, am I the only one who just lost their vision? Oh, I don't feel so good.
Oh, shit. Is Daiko dead? I told him that spider bite wasn't supposed to be the size of a melon. Didn't I, Shizu?
Yes, Kalka, you did several times.
Several times? Now I'll have to find someone else to let me dissect bodies he find. Ugh. It'll take forever.
You know, the responsible thing would be to try a sample. To make sure it's safe, of course.
A breeze. The mind perceives with unclouded eyes and sees the truth.
You've already got a god in your head. No drugs are gonna top that anyway.
Not yet.
Who needs fabric? We still have stock.
Oh, you're back. What do you want? Something illegal in the only town for miles? You should sign up for the Tiranui. We could use smart folks like you. I'm sure something untoward is happening, but I can't...
Thirdborn's really come up in the world. You used to have to go to the big city for that kind of dysfunction.
Yeah, well, thank you for being such a good citizen. Make sure to come back once... Well, off you go. Oh, you're... Wait, was it an elf and their two strange friends?
You sound like you've heard this before.
Oh, they're very well known to me. Thanks for letting me know, Envoy. What did you even get from them? Sure, whatever you say. I wish this was the dumbest thing these two have done. Because they are. How else am I supposed to talk about them?
Barrett's balls. Is everyone in Thirdborn related?
Didn't you know? The twins are my brothers. Though I guess I can see the confusion. I do take more after my mother. I'll have to have a talk with them, especially now that Aiko and his friends won't be allowed back in town. What do you mean? Oh no, what happened?
Unfortunately, my dear, your brother is dead. One of them. The other was fine when last we checked.
I suppose it was only a matter of time before his stupidity caught up with him. Well, seems like I have to thank you for letting me know. I'll just add it to my to-do list. I should check in on Daiko, too. I hope he's not crying. I never know what to do when folks cry. Here, we hand these out to the kids from time to time. Makes them feel good about helping. I'll take the drugs from here. So again, thank you so very much for helping the community. Have a nice day.
Right. Dexterity's up at 12. I don't need any more dex. Jesus. Perception's over there. Let's get me might up. More damage. Damage. More crits. Kai. Marius. You give him a shadow step, shall we? Giada. Magic shielding. And Yachtley. There we go. No, that's where I got the perception from. The trunk. I'm not bothered about that. Stash it. Stash it. Two decks for that. I'll take that off, to be honest. What's in that? Yeah, keep it on. All good. Must be a typo, is it?
Who needs fab? If you need, wish I could get. We'd run out of resources. Anyway.
Corrupted address, 6 of them, huh? Petrified wood. Up that one.
Up.
No thanks.
Who needs fabric? We still have
Looks
stock.
fine enough. Right, typo. Get the next mission done. Ship open, shall we?
Yeah.
Oh, let me guess. My Nikai sent you. That kid's been muttering about sending some new hero by.
Old man Capo. Glad to see you're still kicking around.
Kai, what rock have you been hiding under? Those scales are looking rougher since I last saw you.
Your eyesight finally going? But we didn't come here to talk about my handsome mug. That Nikai of yours still getting underfoot, I take it?
Ah, like a cannonball in a rolling deck, that kid. Damn child won't stop hovering over me. They keep trying to send so-called heroes over to cheer me up, but there's not much point these days. Back when Thirdborn was no more than a husk on the cliffside, we had real heroes. I've slain 1,000 Zorips, wrestled rock beetles, even slew the Leviathan. Ha! That's the spirit. Times are strange. We need more people like you. Ah, well, those days are long past. I'm a sick old man now. Not much I can do in Thirdborn anymore. Still, maybe Chico was onto something when they sent you. You're the one who cleared the dream thralls at the gates, aren't you? Ah, good to know someone is looking out for Thirdborn at least. I tell you what. This old man would like to ask a boon of you. One hero to another. I promise it'll be worth your while. I want to see my heart one last time. Will you get it for me? Oh, good, good. A Leviathan heart is a rare thing. When left out in the air, it becomes as hard as Adra, and 100 times as valuable. And I had the only one in the living lands. I couldn't just leave it on my kitchen table now, could I? No, I kept it safe, hidden up in the godless ruin along the coast. But now, I'm dying. I can feel it in my bones. I don't have long, and I'd like to see my treasure one more time. Get it for me, and I'll see you get a reward. Beyond that, well, I left that old ruin with a few tricks for would-be thieves. Step carefully.
Huh. A trapped ruin that isn't from the Godless? It'll be interesting to compare.
Good luck, godlike.
Okay. Another mission. Okay. What are we doing next? No, we don't need to make camp. Let's have a look at our map. Now I've got the poison. Let's talk to these people.
I must have done 100 shifts on those watchtowers. Never saw so much Thirdborn.
Cool, that's ready to go. Admit through it is what I need.
All the blood under them.
Would you like some ice, darling?
What?
Not drinking anything.
Well, I remember hearing an old wives' tale that when you're on the verge of panic, you hold some ice. It gives you something to focus on, apparently. I can magically whip up some for you if you really need it.
Right. No thanks.
Singing sand, we feel the essence seep from the ruins. The teeth and the dunes roll before us. we have questions still. A lion kneels, a blight before it, spells and suspicion at its back. What ruled the land alone now seeks the safety of the pride. Let the vulture feed once, and the flock will never leave. We feel the people of Thirdborn huddle together in the dark. We smell desperation, panic. Then, the seasons change. They turn to each other. The rose does not depend on the moss to survive. We look deeper. Our limbs sift through sand. What do you know of this? For years, we watched the Akita share their food and tie their hands. Gifts, promises. Why do they undertake these rituals? Still, the word eludes our grasp. Perceive the ocean in a drop. Do its waves sing to you? Mystery, uncharted coastline, solitude. Is it always a prison? We wonder. New leaves breach the impenetrable clay. A bush unfurls amid the suffering and strife and blooms. Nothing should live here. How can it sprout? From what well does it spring? Four arms build together, a fence made stronger, peace restored. Much. Dream of shimmering scales as you rest.
Don't need to be there. Not too bad. Don't need to be. Bang the mine up. Is this way around? It's just the way around.
Keep quiet.
some band. We'll go the normal way. I see abandoned mine at the sulfur mines. Let's do towers. Shall we?
I still remember the first time I saw these dunes. In the heat haze, they looked just like waves. Here it comes.
When you do it.
Good find.
Stay in one!
Fear in the eyes!
Good one! Watch the left!
Right, I'm gonna go on the red, so can't land the stream. See you guys in the morning. Oh, better for you and one for me.